So we got some very interesting development concerning the war in Afghanistan. So Joe Biden has come out and he has stated that he would like to completely end the war in Afghanistan. Now, if you recall before, there's some misinformation circulating on this, but Donald Trump wanted to withdraw from the war. That withdrawal, the May 1st date was the deadline for Donald Trump that he proclaimed. But that withdrawal was basically just a reduction in the troop levels. He didn't want to completely get out of there. He just wanted to reduce the troop levels. And if you notice the trend, they reduce the troop levels, they increase the troop levels. It's just reduce, increase through every single presidency, okay? And it's funny because Donald Trump gets credit by the people on the right wing for not starting any new wars. Wow. Round of applause for you. You didn't start any new wars, but you continued all the old ones. Like, how do you give someone credit for that? And it's funny because on the campaign trail, he was like, these wars are bad. We're going to end these wars. We got to stop these wars. Didn't end a single war. I remember when he got on Jeb Bush's case, and rightfully so, because of his brother and the whole war in Iraq and all that. And he had a lot to say. Didn't pull us out of Iraq. Didn't do it. Barack Obama, the same thing, said he wanted to end wars, never ended the wars. So as far as it pertains to Joseph Biden here, I hope he does it, but you're going to have to show me. You're going to have to show us. I mean, we can't take these people at their word anymore, especially as it pertains to this topic, because we know how profitable war is. We know the geopolitical gain of it. We know that they're in there for whatever it may be, whether it be mineral wealth, oil, whatever. We know how the game is being played here, okay? So I just say, hope that he does it. If he does, we'll give him some credit for it, but if he doesn't, then what the fuck? Now, corporate media has basically come out in droves to combat this. They're saying, we don't want to withdraw too precipitously. Huh? We've been there for 20 years. We've been in Afghanistan for 20 years. How is that withdrawing precipitously? What the fuck did you not get done in 20 years that you need to get done now? You've had 20 years. Oh, and by the way, since we've been in Afghanistan to now, the Taliban has increased their control in Afghanistan. They've gotten even more powerful. They've gotten stronger. So that tells you what? Whatever we're doing, whatever strategies, whatever tactic, it's not working. And I got news for you. It's not going to work. In order to solve those kinds of problems, just might alone won't do it. So get the fuck out of there. It's not your problem. You know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense whatsoever, but we know why they're doing it, okay? And what you can expect in the coming days, weeks, months leading up to the supposed withdrawal, actually getting down to 0 troops in Afghanistan, is what Joe Biden has said. Expect lots of hit pieces from corporate media, the establishment, the military industrial complex. Expect them to be ever so critical of anything that happens in Afghanistan. Expect them to blow up every single situation. One thing they were recently running with were women's rights. Pulling out of Afghanistan will doom the women. The progress that women have made will be wiped out, and the treatment of women will be even more repressive, and all that nonsense that they're running with. But it's going to be endless propaganda, and we have to see how Joe Biden stacks up to it. Because remember, like I said, Barack Obama, Donald Trump said they were going to end the wars. Then the generals in the military-industrial complex and, all the war hawks and officials and ghouls in Washington get in your ear. They tell you, no, we can't do it, and they don't end up doing it. Let's see if Biden actually has the strength to do it, and I hope he does, because, they always say support the troops. People on the right, support the troops, support the troops, support the troops. Well, how about we support the troops by not sending them to the Middle East to go die in a war that essentially means nothing? How about we do that in support of the troops? That'll really support the troops, because I got news for you. These, officials and the people in military industrial complex, they're not the ones that suffer from war. They're not. They're not the ones that suffer, no matter what they may tell you, and oh, my heart aches for the families. No, they're not the ones that suffer. The ones that suffer are the civilians that die in these other countries that we raid, right? The people that suffer are the families of the men and women that we send to go fight in these countries, the men and women themselves that may get injured or die in some cases. Those are the people that suffer, okay? Not these phony politicians. So look, moral of the story is this. I hope he does it. I hope he ends the war. Even though the date got extended, they're saying a full troop withdrawal, which is something that I'll take. That's amazing. But we just got to wait and see. And hopefully he makes the right decision. But it's going to be a tough road ahead because, like I said, establishment media, corporate media, the military-industrial complex, they're going to come out and they're going to do everything that they can to spew propaganda. But little do they know, or maybe they know it and they just don't give a fuck. This war is extremely unpopular. I don't know the specific numbers, but I mean, the majority of American people are against this war and they want the troops to come home. So hopefully Joe Biden does it, but we just got to wait and see.